I just noticed the bed has missing from your background, Ross.
There's a bike there now.
There's a bike there.
Yeah, we'll replace that.
He now sleeps on a bike, just like this.
Uber fitness freak.
He's like, the wife don't let me. All she left me was his fucking bike. He took the bed. Oh, who takes the bed?
You look like a bad villain. Go get Fiasco and stroke Fiasco.
It's my swamp, baby. It's my swamp.
I don't want to see you stroke anything on camera. Okay, can you please put that down?
It's my swamp. I got my swamp with me.
Welcome back to Raw is Retro on the Sharpshooters Wrestling YouTube channel. I'm your host Ross, and with me, as ever, is Lord Manny Hayes.
Oh, I was going with the titillating Lord Manet Hayes these days.
Lord Manet Hayes, sorry.
If you're going to titillate, I want to titillate the juices too.
There's Marcus. He's here. All right.
Hi, how you doing? Marcus the Grand Finale.
Yeah, he's here.
Top
he's
of the line.
He's back for a very special episode of Raw.
Who's that in the bottom right corner? I thought he didn't want anything to do with this show.
Howdy, y'all. Howdy, this is Florida Eric, y'all. I'm here. Thank y'all. That's what I'm here for. You know, me and the Big Ross man go back long ways, you know. There you go. Yeehaw.
Oh, God.
Hey, Ross,
we brought this on ourselves.
We had a random argument earlier about who broke the color barrier on Raw's Retro, and Manny saying it's him. I'm saying it's me, damn it. Manny's
I was the first colorblind on this show, being the person next to Ross.
I want to point out that for the record is the only person that ever matters is Florida Eric, and that's me. So I broke the color barrier because I'm number one. Hail Trump. There we go. Florida Eric.
Please shut up.
Trump 2024.
2024, baby.
Hold on. I want. If we go to Trump 2024, I gotta represent my boy Boris. Shout out to Boris. Keep fighting, brother. Keep fighting.
He'll be back. The unflushable turd. Can't get rid of him.
This show has already been derailed. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. My apologies. I tip my cap to you.
Are you not gonna speak normal?
Oh,
this is how I speak.
This is Raw is War from the episode, from August the 3rd, 1998, which, if you're not familiar, something quite historic happens on this episode of Raw. One of the major standout moments of the Attitude Era, really.
The moment of the Attitude Era. The moment. This is the moment when I said all the entertainment and television has been topped.
Raw's jumped the shark.
my personal friend John Wayne Bobby played a very crucial role in this episode. You know, me and John Wayne go way back.
Off camera.
He called me on the phone. He said that it was something that he had to do. It was a duty that he had to make, and he said it was very important that he went and he did what he needed to do. And
why are you committed to this? You didn't do this all through the Sharpshooter Wrestling podcast when you got roasted for being Florida Eric.
Because what happened is when Ross contacted me, he said that I need to have Florida Eric on the show, and I gave him Florida Eric. That's what I'm doing. So it will be Florida Eric.
Excuse me. None of the production went through Florida Eric, because I was the one sending out messages, you in or not.
Well, that sounds like a dude from Florida taking credit for shit they didn't even do. Go back and fight your alligator.
Don't talk about the swamp, boy. I'll put you back in I'll put you in line, boy. Don't talk about the swamp.
How many sons you got called Bo?
Don't worry about my kids. Don't worry about my kids. We are here to talk about Monday Night Raw. Big Ross man, I'm sorry. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw.
That's right.
What we're here for.
The show kicks off with, all the same 12 guys that you've seen on every episode of Raw for the last 6 weeks. These kind of lads just cannot get away from each other. Who comes down first? The Nation come down first, then they're joined by Undertaker and Stone Cold. And it's just an absolute shambles of a start of an episode. It's really, really bad. There's just so much stuff going on.
It's really, I thought it was really nice and touching time when you just get these iconic wrestlers all together, just casually having a segment that probably wasn't even that good.
No,
It was not good at all.
it's happened every week on Raw for the past 6 weeks.
I was just happy to see the good boys, Steve Austin and Undertaker, try to keep them boys from the Nation in line because them Nation boys, they out of control. Even though they got that great Owen Hart in there, I'm just saying them other boys, they out of control. That's what I'm saying.
It's gonna be a long show. This is.
Yeah, please stop this character.
I didn't think he was gonna pull up in his pickup truck and do this fucking character.
He's about to get cancelled. We cut backstage between Godfather and Scorpio, as he's just called Scorpio these days, warming up for their Brawl for All. And then we get the first match is a Brawl for All, and
yes,
it started bad and it's gone downhill from there. It is so shit. We've said on previous episodes, Manny, that it's just the worst
This
thing
was
on
the
Raw.
best one. This
Do
was
you
the
think?
best one.
What's
Godfather
Godfather
versus
Scorpio?
Scorpio. That was the best one. Because
Everybody,
first of all,
Manny is extremely passionate about this right here.
First of
he's
all-
like, damn it.
first of all,
he jumped out of his chair. Hold on, Ross. 1 minute.
Wait, one cocky pit minute, man.
This is the second week of. This is the second week of Godfather bringing the host to Raw.
True, yeah.
And
The
then he
Godfather.
offered him up to Scorpio because he didn't want to fight. And then Scorpio was like, nah, I want to fight.
I admire that. Fair enough.
Can I jump in and say, yes, this is the best Brawl for It All match, but that's also like saying this is the biggest shit someone took, at least they go through the door.
I mean, it's like saying the best wrestling match I ever seen was Alicia Fox versus Melina. That's what this Brawl for All, that's what it was about. Like,
But no, this was a good one. They actually fought. They had strategy and they were takedowns. And I was like, hey, the Brawl for All is better than what I remembered.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, those memories.
that's only because you took one, man. You only took one for the team. Took one.
No.
You didn't get Hardcore Holly before he was Hardcore Holly versus Bart Gunn. You didn't have to sit through that.
Can you also put Mark Marcus is safe from rewatching Brawl for It All?
Our first proper match of the evening is the Outlaws versus Kane and Mankind. I feel like I've seen this so many times recently that it's nothing new. I always like seeing the Outlaws. I love their shtick. It never gets boring, but in the kind of wider picture of DX at the minute, they're kind of the shining lights, because a lot of the DX stuff, looking back, is so terrible and incredibly racist and sexist and all the other stuff that goes with it.
You can think of every bad thing and just throw it on Eric Florida character right now, and that's exactly what DX is.
You guys told me to stop doing the Florida character, but I can go back.
No, leave him.
Please,
No,
leave
it's
it,
fine.
leave it, please.
You leave
Please.
Clayton Bigsby away.
If you method acting so much, you might become that person. You don't want to become Jared Leto, okay? You don't want to become Morbius of Florida, okay?
Wow.
That's the show title, Manny. That's going to get the hits. That is. People coming flocking for that.
Morbius of Florida.
There was one nice spot in this where Kane he suplexed both of the Outlaws. Pretty strong from Kane, the old.
They didn't do that back in the day. That's kind of something that seems common right now. You will see a Luchasaurus or a Big Show do that all the time in modern wrestling, or Omos. They didn't do that back then. This was probably one of the first times this has happened.
But they were taking it to Kane. So this is the start of like Kane starting to look ordinary again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things, though, that you learn, like, when you revisit all these old episodes of Raw. It's just like, man, these storylines went on forever. Like, it's like you don't know when the balance is like, do you want a short-sighted storyline or do you want these long? Like, if you see DX, Kane, Undertaker, Austin, and all of them involved again one more week, it's like, damn it, I'm gonna kill you all.
Yeah,
Eric,
there's
pause.
8 men.
Hold on.
Pause,
Yes.
because you have not had to sit through Ken Shamrock versus Nation for 8 months.
Every goddamn week.
Ben, can I ask a question? Where can I donate to you guys' mental health for? Because I understand. Because the little bit I had of Kid Shamrock, I was like, I don't need this at all. I don't.
So I am like not on this show that much. I show up once every month or so in random episodes for Iconic. Every single episode, I go, the Nation and Kid Shamrock interact in some way and they have a match. And this episode, I was going through it all the way and I was like, holy shit, Kid Shamrock is not fighting the Nation. And then all of a sudden, whoopity-doo, here go Kid Shamrock.
Hey, but let's one thing I would like to say though. Almost everybody's in impeccable shape, unlike Adam Cole. They're all in great shape.
Wow.
Everybody.
Unnecessary.
Wow. Adam Cole was a toddler this night, and that's still at the same height. How dare you?
And in the same shape. But anyway, I'm not trying to derail the show. I'm just
going
to sit
derailing the show.
Adam Cole in '98 would have been part of Too Much. There would have been a 3-man stable.
You guys invited me, remember? You guys invited me, so this is what you get.
The Kane and Mankind win. Just Kane hits Tombstone on the road dog. Right.
Vicious chair shots to the head, though. Glad we don't got that no more. As we, talk about injuries of today with, in head injuries. Every Mankind match, you just want to go, Jesus, Mick. Damn it, Mick.
There's been a lot, and we're not even at the Rumble yet with him and Rock.
Why was there no DQ? Why was there no DQ? They just swung chairs at each other randomly in this match. No DQ whatsoever. Rough looking on like, fight on, boys.
Fight that's on. Fine. Keep going. Yeah. We get a replay of Hawk, who was
drunk,
basically. Yeah. He was drunk last week.
Fighting his demons. The funniest thing was when he went up for the Doomsday device and he fell off the
I died laughing at the recap of this because I was like, oh yeah.
We can't be far away from him being pushed off the top of that Titantron by Dross.
Yes, which is a great episode for no reason.
Another episode Marcus probably wants to show up for just someone's downfall.
The murder of Hawk.
But I want to also chime in on Hawk's, drunkenness.
Yeah.
Or pretend drunkenness. Still not as good as Jeff Hardy versus Sting.
Yeah, 100%.
That was peak. That's peak of someone completely gone in the ring.
Yeah, this is our first shoot on Raw. Hawk comes out and wants to talk to the fans as Michael Hegstrand, however you say his name. He hopes they'll forgive him.
In my name of Hawk, I'm calling Hawk.
No one cares. I mean, no one cares anymore.
No one cared about this.
No,
it's one of those things that sometimes Vince McMahon gave microphones to people that nobody really cared about, and they took the opportunity, and they still sucked. And it's like, man, we should never gave him that microphone.
I just wanted to hear him say, "Well, I was drunk last week."
Well, he did. He started off talking normally, and then he was like, "Now I've got to do the Hawk thing." Well,
flipped into Hawk. Yeah.
I appreciate a man that stays in character. I do.
My next match is Hawk taking on Jeff Jarrett.
I did not appreciate this match.
This is what we're here for. I like Jarrett's comments earlier in the day saying that Hawk should be scared straight by the Double J style. Oh, Jeff, chill out.
What the hell is the Double J style?
Scared straight is something totally different to me than that.
Look at basics Jeff Jarrett style. My main thing about this match was Jim Ross on commentary talking like both men's jobs are on the line. And it seemed like everybody was on research. Tennessee Lee, Hawk, and Jeff Jarrett. They all need a win. They all need a win out there because they're gonna be fired. Or something. Yeah. It felt like they were all in line, and Tennessee Lee fucked it all up.
Yeah. Jarrett wins with a reverse neck breaker, which is apparently a way to finish a move in '98. Finish a match. Animal comes down to kind of reunite with Hawk, I suppose.
Southern Justice also comes.
And then we get Eric's boy, Southern Justice.
No, that was Florida Eric's boy. I'm back to Eric. You guys told me Florida Eric had to leave. So, I'm very upset that Florida Eric got kicked off the show.
I have a question about Florida Eric. When he had joined Southern Justice in the third
I just want to point out, I want to let you know that I had my Confederate flag ready, and I was just waiting for the phone call to come, and it never came. But I was ready. Because if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
Southern Justice is the most racist tag team ever. Because I'm always thinking, like, damn, they're going to lynch him and burn somebody. Fuck, these guys are crazy.
I mean, they're somehow more racist than the DOA, who are like actual Nazis. Like, incredible.
But not as racist as DX.
No.
As we found out a few weeks back, that got cut from the network. The The blacking up segment.
Blackface. But that's not even their most racist moment.
Well, no.
The most racist moment was
on the streets of New York.
Make fun of it.
Yeah, Indians and Pakistani people to their face, and they left that in.
People were like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, this ends in a big brawl between Southern Justice and Jeff and LOD 2000 with draws. Great.
Yeah, draws game.
Great.
Yeah, great television. This is what you people wanted back. You want the Attitude Era back.
Yeah, you want this.
Can you guys wait me up when we get the ruthless aggression? Because I think that's what was my era.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give me John Cena, damn it. Give me John Cena.
The only bad part about ruthless aggression is the pivotal part of how focused Benoit is in that.
Can't wait to get to the Benoit stuff.
You ruined ruthless aggression, Benoit.
Manny, can you take us through the next segment? Because I dozed off 2 or 3 times.
Vince comes out with his boys. Vince discusses SummerSlam, the main event between Stone Cold and Undertaker. McMahon says history will be made when Austin and Taker lose the tag team titles. Vince feels there's finally a team who understands unity and family with the nation.
I just want to point out, Vince is clearly, you understand why Vince is in a situation why he's in now, because we love him some Vince. Week in and week out, he walked out there and didn't really say anything of any importance. It's like, what the hell, man?
Got to get his TV time in.
He continues to stir the pot with Taker accepting Austin's beer just for Kane and Mankind to attack him afterwards.
I can't even understand him. You see what he's doing, Austin. You see what he's trying to do. He's trying to. I don't think it was horrible. I'm not gonna lie, it was horrible.
Yeah.
You see what he's trying to do, Dead Man, and Texan, Big Texan. I say, you see what he's trying to do. He's trying to put a wrist to us. Hallelujah.
This all links to him being the higher power and Undertaker following his instructions.
But and then Taker's still holding both tag belts, and then he's like, "Take belt, Steve." But when he comes back in the ring, and you're going to be the safest SOB in the WWE until we get to SummerSlam, where I take back what was stolen from me a year ago.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah. We got backstage. JR's back there. He talks to Owen and The Rock. They could care less who've got the titles, and they just want to. They will be the champs tonight. They won't. Spoiler.
Damn! How you gonna spoil stuff from 1998? I was looking forward to that. I was gonna watch it one day.
Apparently, The Rock wasn't one of Owen Hart's 20 different tag partners over here. No, that wasn't The Rock. No, that was Coco Beware. Oh,
wow.
Our next match is Triple H versus X-Pac, which is strange.
The winner faces off against The Rock at SummerSlam.
Yeah. Did anyone ever think X-Pac was going to get that shot over Triple H?
No, but I didn't expect China to turn on X-Pac.
No.
Clearly, they had no more matches in this situation. They was like, "What we gonna do? Let's make them fight each other." It's like, well, that was.
We've already seen Kane and Mankind 3 times tonight. We can't put them in another match. Surely.
Like, it was like so many people doing multiple matches, and it was like the same people over and over again. It's like, what the hell, man? What the hell?
In this match, I was like, last time I did a Raw Retro, I covered Triple H versus X-Pac, and China had to tell, we're going to fight like men. We're going to fight like men, right? We're going to fight each other. And then they get into this match. I was like, oh, so we're doing this again. They're going to fight like men. And then China was like, not this time.
Fuck this. Triple H is winning.
Yeah. And then, in the future, she fucks both of them.
Wow. Wow.
It was a good match, though. Like, X-Pac is a good worker for the amount of shit he gets and the heat he gets. He is a really good worker. Triple H is obviously really good.
Yeah. It was a good match. It's probably my match of the night.
We move on to Val Venis and Taka taking on Dick Togo and Funaki.
And the Yamaguchis.
Yeah.
Was it Funaki or Tio? Because they kept saying Tio in the match. Was JR just being wrong and racist?
Yeah. JR was incredibly racist. He said Venus took Kaientai right out of their sandals at one point.
Oh, racist.
He couldn't tell the Hardys apart. He's got no chance with Asian fellas, is he?
You know, the greatest thing about it, though, is like people think that him messing up
I thought I was wrong.
was something that he's doing now because he's old. No, he was messing up before this.
It's been 25 years in the making. He's been wrong forever.
He's been building up to these mistakes today. It was charm. It was one of his charm. But Val Venis is a fool. And this plot twist is out of nowhere. That's my sister.
Yeah.
What? Taka Michinoku used the hot tag for evil, which I really
It's not used enough for evil.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. That is my MVP. Taka's my MVP of the week. Just for that.
You know the great thing about Taka's heel turn right here? He's technically turned heel right here and never turned face again. He's still a heel in Japan.
Long-term heel, 24 years later, still healing out.
To that shit.
Yeah.
Him and Dick Togo. Him and Dick Togo both.
So the match is thrown out, obviously, and then they drag Val Venis backstage.
Oh no! What are they going to do with him?
Could happen.
Yeah, and Lawler said, "Are they going to do the thing they said they're going to do? Are they going to do it? Are they going to do it?"
Fuck Jerry Lawler too. This is
Lawler is awful.
Like that's like that. Can I have that as a running objection? Fuck Jerry Lawler.
Man, we've come a long way. If people are annoyed by Corey Graves now, Lawler was 20 times worse.
Yeah.
And Pat McAfee is a saint compared to all of them.
I mean,
amazing.
Like Vince would be like, "I can't believe what happened," and he'll be like, "I can't believe what happened." I'm like, "Dude, stop repeating what he says. Stop."
Before we get to the more Val Venis action, we get a European Championship match between D'Lo and Dan Severn, who somehow got a European
chest
protector.
protector.
I love D'Lo. I'm a big D'Lo fan. He's great.
D'Lo was so good in this segment, and it was just like, this is the Attitude Era I remember for whatever reason. Chest protector D'Lo talking about the European title, shaking his head, talking shit, and Mark Henry interfering in his matches. I love it. This is to me. This is D'Lo in his purest form right here.
This is going to go on for a long time, isn't it? D'Lo with Mark Henry, a long time.
Yeah,
because Mark Henry hasn't even evolved yet.
No,
he hasn't even evolved into sexual chocolate.
I don't think he had a kid yet at this point. He still hasn't had a kid.
No,
I think that's 99.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, I'm thinking real life.
Nah, man, I'm talking about the hand, man. That's the only kid that he claimed. The hand. I bring all the useless facts to this show.
Yeah, Mark Henry comes out. Is a 2-on-1, and then Steve Blackman comes down out of nowhere. Dan Severn's best mate, apparently.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Steve Blackman's the glue holding the friendship between Ken Shamrock and Dan Severn together.
Yeah.
He is, actually, at this point.
Dan Severn is still a cardboard box to me. He is just a cardboard box with a mustache walking down the street. Yeah. Or if Gumby decides to be an MMA fighter. That's what he is to me.
D'Lo wins his match by DQ, which I'm not sure how, because Mark Henry interfered first. But still, never mind. Doesn't matter, does it?
I take D'Lo winning over. I want the record books to show D'Lo beat Dan Severn.
Beat Dan Severn. This isn't AEW. No one cares about wins and losses. Yeah,
they don't either.
No, true.
And then unfortunately, Tiger Ali Singh makes his debut on Raw.
Oh.
Hey man, y'all leave Taz alone, man. Taz did his best. I mean, he was trying to be something special, but this was like the precursor to the Great Khali. You know, like they were trying to find that great Indian.
Yeah.
Huh?
This was bad. He paid a fat woman to $500 to take her clothes off, and then he went, "No, I'm paying you to put them back on."
Hey man. Hey, he loves him some BBWs, man. What can I say?
Okay. Can I also chime in and say, if someone was to say they were the $1 Million Man and I was their Virgil, I would say, fuck you. But if someone were to tell me I am Tiger Ali Singh and you are Babu, I would kill you. I am not going to be Babu. That is a racist character, and it is terrible. It is worse. It is worse because as empty as Virgil's convention stand is for autograph, Babu's gotta be 20 times worse. if he's still alive.
Babu's table is outside the convention center.
He pays you for his autograph.
He don't let you in.
I live in a terrible neighborhood, a terrible apartment. I'm sure Babu is one of my neighbors. That's how bad he's going.
There is no Babu that lives in your neighborhood, and I know that for a record, Barker. So don't even act like that.
We cut back to moments ago. Kaintai's taken Val Venis into a room with a chopping block.
Oh!
Yamaguchi-san's got a samurai sword.
Oh! I'm basically the Vince's meme when they when his eyes light up right now.
Just off your chair.
Yes.
Our main event, not really, our main event match is the Undertaker and Steve Austin versus The Rock and Owen Hart for the tag team titles.
That's
Longest match in weeks.
Probably in Raw's retro history. We're more than halfway through the year at this point.
I feel like you guys should have a running timer on the longest match you guys get. It'd be like, this is the record. This is the record right here.
This has to be it, I think. This is 11 and a bit minutes.
Yeah.
Good match, but I mean, I'm so bored of seeing the Undertaker and Steve Austin.
But you gotta go to the highway of hell.
98.
Yeah. Go get to the highway of hell.
Yeah, is that when Austin gets knocked out? Doesn't he? Like, he kind of goes, he hits the top of his head underneath Undertaker's chin, I think, and knocks himself stupid for the match.
Yeah, he doesn't know where he is for that match.
Yeah, and those who never had a good match, there's no chemistry between them, even as a tag team. Who would have thought it? The Rock alone, though, Rock is becoming the Rock in front of our eyes every week.
Yeah,
more and more. He is so good. I kind of forgot how good he was at this point.
Yeah. By the way, I forgot The Rock, though. It doesn't matter what your name is. From Tiger Ali Singh, who said it to the fat lady. He had to take off his clothes. He said, "What's your name?" And he goes, "It doesn't matter what your name is." I go, "Oh
shit!"
He stole that from Tiger Ali Singh. The Rock is a plagiarist. He stole Jabroni from the Irish Sheik and then that from Tiger Ali Singh. Somewhere Tiger Ali Singh is yelling that he stole that from me. Everything to be mine.
Yeah, but sometimes when people steal stuff, it's in better hands. So quite frankly, it was in better hands.
Yeah, why are you so loud?
You got
Am I loud?
Yes. I don't know. Okay, voice of God. Thanks for making that point.
James Earl Jones back here.
Am I still loud?
No, you're fine.
You're low.
I'm sorry that I was so loud. I apologize.
I'm sorry. Shit, I almost cried a little bit. It felt like my daddy was yelling at me.
That was Florida Eric trying to get out.
Trying to get out.
He was trapped. He was trapped.
We need to do a live exorcism on our show. The Coast of Florida Eric out of Eric.
Yeah, what did we create?
That's the video for 300. That's 300 subs. That's what happens. A live exorcism.
But every week, every time I tune in to Raw's Retro, see The Rock get better and better on his promos and just the Rock character and just hearing it going like, damn, this shit isn't even at its peak yet. And he's about to just go off one day and it's going to be like,
it's Survivor Series. It's Deadly Games, isn't it? That's where he turns on Mankind and joins with Vince. Yeah.
Mark, you sound like an old man. Oh my God, this is the moment where The Rock becomes great. I know it. Yes. Just watch it here, kid. Watch it here, Andrew. This is when The Rock
pull over. Watch when he becomes. This is where all the $1 billion come in. This is where he gets the mind of Terramana tequila and Zoya energy drinks and Jumanji.
When he starts owning Hollywood.
Yeah, this is when he decides that he was bigger than Vin Diesel. He made Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
He bought Tamina a house and a car.
He did. What a great guy. Huh?
Yeah, what a good guy. He's gonna find a piece of shit in the future, but great guy now.
Yeah, I mean, if he ever runs for president, all that pie stuff and his Chinese accent stuff is going to come out of the woodwork.
Everything's going to come out.
And guess what? And Ross and Manny, since you guys don't understand because you're from the UK, nobody in America would care.
Oh no, because he would go out there and cut a promo on his candidate, and everybody's gonna be like, he's got the millions and millions. And there's not gonna be in a debate. There's not gonna be a person that can beat him if he's just gonna rock promos on him. It would be savagery.
It depends how hyped he is, though, because his return, like 2013 with Punk stuff, where he had to have his stuff written on his hand.
Yeah,
and he was too sweaty. This is the people's water. Jesus Christ. So Undertaker and Austin win. And then immediately Kane and Mankind are there for the fourth time we've seen them tonight.
Yes, all the time.
They better get paid by the hour, these boys, or that on screen time.
You know, it
then
kind of.
Then we get the bit that was cut out of the network, which I had to go source.
How do you take the peacock out of Peacock when they plan on doing this? How do you take that cock out?
So they break into Kaientai's locker room. Val's tights are around his ankles. He's hanging.
Yes.
His ass is pixelated.
Well, it's Japanese, man. He didn't want to do it in Japan.
You know, it's crazy that they cut this part out on the network. Yeah. But 2 episodes prior, when Yamaguchi-san's wife is giving head looking for the remote control, that was left in.
That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, that's okay. Vince McMahon calling Sable a bitch is also left on. Well,
he probably paid $12 million for that bitch. No, I paid money to call her a bitch. I'm sure.
And then this is the greatest go to black screen ever.
Yeah. You hear the whack noise, don't you?
Probably last time that a Japanese faction ended an episode of WWE programming.
Maybe Oscar
absolutely.
Oh yeah, that did end.
Yeah, that's how it just went off like that. You left, the show was ended. Did Val Venis lose his Venus? That's what you was left with.
Tune in next week to find out if Val still got a dick.
I would say, as a 14 or 15-year-old kid, probably 13, couldn't stop laughing at this segment of they chopped off his dick, and I couldn't stop laughing. And I think, you know how in Roger Rabbit you almost laughed yourself to death? I think I may have did that at that very moment and continued to do it for a week. And then it was the longest week ever because I just had to know, and I don't know why. This was the only thing going in my mind. Did they really cut off Val Venis' dick? Marcus, do you know math? Yeah. Did they really cut off Val Venis? I don't care about school. Can we just get out of here? I need to get to Monday.
No.
What's 5 times 5? I don't know, but do you know if they cut off Val Venis?
They really did that on TV? I can't imagine. And at that moment, I realized TV peaked, and I could never watch another show and be shocked again by what I just saw because they chopped off a man's dick. They took everything away from him.
Is this the moment the PTA of America sort of stood up and thought, hang on a minute, we need to do something about this?
That's when Right to Censor got created.
That's when they first jumped in and was like, what's this Monday Night Raw show? What are they doing? And chopped up a man's dick on TV with a katana?
Imagine trying to explain that, though. Like, if your parents walk in and you're watching wrestling and that happens, like, what? I can't explain.
That is the point where they'd walk in as well. That particular part would be the bit that they'd walk in on.
Always, yeah. My dad would walk in, look at me with like a look of just pure disdain, and just walk out again.
I think 13-year-old Marcus will be able to explain that in a hilarious fashion, and I think
wasn't
that
disdain,
I can
it was
explain that more than
disappointment.
Ruby Riot hands.
Oh, my boy!
What have I done?
What have I done?
Just some Japanese torture porn at 11 o'clock on a Friday night.
Yep. Well, this is the closest you can get the porn back in those days when I take it 4 hours to print out that one image you're looking at.
Marcus, what you know about dot matrix porn, man?
Oh, you know I use all your printer ink on that porn. Staple that shit together. Or glued it together with whatever. It's just stuck together. That's all I do.
So there we go. That is that episode of Raw. A proper standout episode for one reason and one reason alone. The rest of the episode may as well have not happened, to be honest. Nothing progressed.
I feel like you guys have been on the highway to hell leading up to this.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I can't wait to get to 99 at this point. We've still got another 5 months yet, but...
So, how does, in these matters of weeks, Val Venis goes from almost getting his dick chopped off on national television to becoming #1 contender for the European title?
Yeah, I don't understand that either. I don't understand. I can't wait. We've got another month to get to that, and I can't.
Because you know how it happened? Because it was a point where Vince realized, man, we went too far.
Yeah.
It's like, and we paid that John Wayne Bobbitt appearance fee, and I don't think this really panned out the way that we thought it was, having this man's, there's only one person in the world that cared about this man losing his dick that he could not focus in school because he was worried if Val Venis' penis was chopped off, and that was Marcus. But maybe we should just give him the European title. Forget that this ever happened.
Marcus called the WWE hotline, didn't you? You called
He
the
did.
hotline.
He did.
Oh, Glenn, tell me, give me the scoop. Yeah, boy, and he gets beat around the bush, and then he told me.
Oakland was in WCW.
But Betty, you also have to factor in.
I didn't want to call Vic the Brick or whatever he was going by. So on the dirt sheet, he's clearly the writer.
But Marcus also did it very earnestly. He probably called a hotline. Hey, can Val Venis still pee? Because it looked like they chopped off his pee-pee.
He got to pee out his asshole now? Is that the way it works? I don't know how he's going to get that bodily fluid out of him.
I can't top that. Sorry, Ross. Sorry your show's going to shit with that. That's bad. This is Marcus' fault, not me.
I'm just looking at what happened on Nitro the same night. So they had the Giant and Scott Hall defeated Sting and Bret Hart in a no contest for the World Tag Team titles.
That sounds like a really good match, though.
That's fantastic.
They had Rey Mysterio Jr. taking on Chris Jericho. 12-minute match.
We also point out at this point, Bret Hart is still in the opening to Raw.
Throwing punches and shit.
They had a dark match for the World Heavyweight title. That's weird. You put that on your show, really. But yeah, nothing happens on WCW at this point either. So it's then they go nowhere.
Maybe I should have watched WCW that night and did not know whose penis got chopped off. That would have hurt me.
Right, MVP, Manny, you've already said yours.
Takamichi Noku.
Marcus.
Oh, it's Yamaguchi's son. He had the katana. He said that man's a man who said he was gonna do what he did, and I would never call that man's bluff. He said I was gonna choppy your pee-pee, and that man went for it.
He's a man of his word.
Yeah,
I'm going with the katana. The katana was ready to do his job, but unfortunately, the lights went out.
Yeah, we'll never know, or will we? Match of the night.
The main event. It has to be the main event. Undertaker, Steve Austin versus The Rock and Owen Hart.
No.
Yeah. No.
I disagree. Best
You're
match of the night. It was the only Brawl for all that was worth a damn. Godfather versus Scorpio Sky. That's the only one. That's it.
Scorpio Sky wrestled this man.
Sorry. Too cold Scorpio. My bad. Flash Bug. That's what they call it.
Time machine. Got a time machine and faced off against a Godfather.
I'm sorry. My match of the night goes to the only match to me that provided real drama was when Takamichi Noku took that hot tag and went for evil. And it was Val Venis versus all the Kaientai in front of Takamichi Noku's sister. All that drama, boom, too much. Yeah, that was Raw. That's how I would explain the Attitude Era. Just watch this match and watch this night of Raw. This was the Attitude Era. You get everything you want: racism, sexism, bullyism, and a man's dick being chopped off. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Attitude Era in 1 3-minute segment.
Yes.
Right, that is it. That is it for this week's episode of Raw is Retro. Make sure you are liking and subscribing and following and get all the notifications turned on and everything for all the Sharpshooters videos. Eric's holding 2 fingers up. Why are you holding 2 fingers up, Eric?
He doesn't know how to say goodbye.
Oh, space.
He doesn't know the goodbye to this show.
Oh, you have to join in a minute. Make sure you leave comments, follow us on all the social media platforms, do everything, get in the car mess, talk wrestling with us. It's good fun. Until next week. Ready, boys?
Bye. Bye. You gotta say it, Eric. You gotta say bye. Bye. Oh, get out of here. I don't get bald. Goodbye, y'all.
Y'all kicked him out, but don't bring him back, baby. Don't bring him back. I'm ready. I'm right here, ready.
No, we don't need to go another 40 minutes on an episode of Raw is Retro.
You watch way too many fisherman shows.
It's the only accent I don't lose either.
Way too much cornhole. World Series of cornhole, Eric.
It's called American Cornhole. It's called ACL, American Cornhole League. Marcus, get it right.
I don't care.
He's watching Billy Bob catch trout.
Just shove it up. Cornhole. All right.